నారాయణ హరి నారాయణ నారాయణ హరి నారాయణ నారాయణ హరి నారాయణ నారాయణ హరి నారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ హరి ఓం ఆనంద నారాయణ హరి ఓం ఆనంద నారాయణ త్రిలోక పాలన నారాయణ త్రిలోక పాలన నారాయణ త్రిలోక పాలన నారాయణ త్రిలోక పాలన నారాయణ హృదయ నివాస నారాయణ మా హృదయ నివాస నారాయణ మా హృదయ నివాస నారాయణ మా హృదయ నివాస నారాయణ హరి ఓం ఆనంద నారాయణ హరి ఓం ఆనంద నారాయణ నారాయణ హరి నారాయణ నారాయణ హరి నారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ హరి ఓం ఆనంద నారాయణ హరి ఓం ఆనంద నారాయణ త్రిలోక పాలన నారాయణ త్రిలోక పాలన నారాయణ త్రిలోక పాలన నారాయణ త్రిలోక పాలన నారాయణ హృదయ నివాస నారాయణ మా హృదయ నివాస నారాయణ మా హృదయ నివాస నారాయణ మా హృదయ నివాస నారాయణ హరి ఓం ఆనంద నారాయణ హరి ఓం ఆనంద నారాయణ.
Thank you very much. Is it any Narayana Stotra?
No. Bhajan.
Bhajan on the way.
You can have it like this.
Jaya Jaya Jagannatha Sachidananda Tribhuvana Khuriga Charanavanda
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 Lila Chali Shikha Chakra Gada Padmatā Nariyana Gare Banda Kamadurma
Lila Chali Shikha Chakra Gada Padmatā Nariyana Gare Banda Kamadurma
नीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधार हरियाणा गंगा कमंडलुकार
नीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधार हरियाणा गंगा कमंडलुकार
शिव पुरी पूरा विजय रावण गदिहा गोलोके वैभव लीला प्रकाश कोरीला
शिव पुरी पूरा विजय रावण गदिहा गोलोके वैभव लीला प्रकाश कोरीला
श्रीराधार भावे योगी गौरावतार हरे कृष्ण नाम गौरा कोरीला प्रचार
श्रीराधार भावे गौरावतार हरे कृष्ण नाम गौरा कोरीला प्रचार
वासुदेव घोष बोले गोर गोर हाथ जय गौरा जय कृष्ण जय जगन्नाथ
वासुदेव घोष बोले गौरी जोड़ा जय गौरा जय कृष्ण जय जगन्नाथ
जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवन तोरेगा शरणानंद
जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवन तोरेगा शरणानंद
लीला करे शंकर चक्र गदा पद्मधार हरियाणा करे गंगा कमंडलुकार
नीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधार हरियाणा गंगा कमंडलुकार
जय हो गोरे पूरा विजय रावण गदिहा गोलोके वैभव लीला प्रकाश कोरीला
जय हो बोले पूरा विजय रावण गदिहा गोलोके वैभव लीला प्रकाश कोरीला
Ask him to come front now. Why is he doing from there? Who is offering? Sanjeev, ask him to come. Why is he in the back? Well, come in the front and do, Prabhu. You should never be in the back and do this. Whenever kirtan is happening, equipment should be there in the front. Jaya Jaya
లోపల చైర్స్ ఖాళీ ఉన్నాయా? వెనకాల చైర్స్ ఖాళీ కొంతమంది పంపిస్తే ఒకటి There are also chairs available here. So
it's very unfortunate that it's very unfortunate that I'm not able to see the devotees who are sitting in the back side. I'm not getting whether Hamaya, we are not in the sight of bhajanas. Om Jnana-Timirandhasya Jnana-Anjana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Śrī Gurave Namaha. Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahim Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Śrī Guru Śrīla Prabhupāda Śrī Vaiṣṇava Śrī Sagrajatam Sagarāranunāhāmitam tam sadīvam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Caitanya-devam Śrīla Krishna Padam Sahagarāranita Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Śrī Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim
सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपाकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाग्रये नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरकिषे नमः नमो ब्रह्मण्य देवाय गौ ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
वंदे श्रीमद् परमानंदं माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थां गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सहभ्याभ्यान्तरं शुचिः श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु So Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. So actually, it was feeling very nice when this invocation prayers, when we are singing together, I was really feeling very happy inside. Very nice. Someday I am seeing kids, not in the satsang environment, but outside, when they are giving any speech related to God or something, they should chant these prayers outside. Sometimes, the people should ask, what is this? Then they should tell. That's good. Actually, today, the last 1 week, it has been a very hectic week due to this Jagannath Ratha planning, 3 school managements meeting, in-person meeting with them. Yesterday I had a orientation with the principal and the school owner and almost 20 teachers in a single branch of Raidulum school. So I had myself and Śrī Prabhu, we did a orientation for these teachers on how to do and all. This is also first time for them. So the echo not to break, is there echo? Yeah, just decrease echo. So increasing the echo, I think. Or to put it probably you can put under this one. Put under this table. Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah. So I was having a meeting with them, and Tellapur Radhyatra, it's a grand thing. I don't want to name one devotee. Invitation, they are inspired with the service of the devotees in Tellapur. He has almost handed over 4 lakhs cash in my hand. First time I never seen that kind of donation in my hand. So they told, do it grandly. If anything less is there, please. So it was very nice gesture from the devotee. So in Tellapur there is no scarcity of funds. Somehow I wanted to squeeze in some funds from there towards ISKCON. Let us see. We will see. Okay. Anyway. So anyway, the bottom line is the last 1 week was very hectic and I was tired, and even I was thinking of not having session today, and you might be seeing some sleepy eyes in the middle, so please bear with me. నాకు వెళ్ళటం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఆ తీగలు ఎవరు గుడ్డోడు మనోడేనా? సో బట్ స్టిల్ even if we take break, what we will do? TV watching, sitting idle, right? So, and Raman Prabhu has specifically requested, so we can't say no for the invitation of Raman Prabhu. So we somehow wanted to have quality time, so that's the reason why we are having satsang. So just a quick recap of our discussion. Or we were at the 5.7, 5.66 slokas were over, and Arjuna was having a dilemma of whether to be in gnana and achieve the ultimate goal, or do work in devotion, which is better. So Krishna insists that work in devotion is better than gaining gnana. That was the priority he gives. Now in this section, he gives a priority of Nishkama Karma Yoga. Prabhuji, I think he is very excited by seeing all of us. Sorry, Prabhu. When I entered the house, I was seeing Arjuna Artanadam. Artanadam means full cackle, means shouting. So he was crying and shouting. So yeah. So coming back to our topic, so Krishna was having this dilemma. Arjuna was having a dilemma. So Krishna clears that rather than, though these two paths are relevant and achievable, by gnana also they can achieve the ultimate goal, and by work in devotion also they can achieve the goal. But Krishna especially suggests or recommends, and especially for our grahasthas, he recommends work in devotion is better. That's what he recommends, and that's how we go to the section 2. Section 2 talks about how to perform Nishkama Karma Yoga. So one, performing Nishkama Karma identifies. So as I told, this chapter gives the signs of a perfect person who does Nishkama Karma Yoga. So what that person identifies, he identifies neither with his body nor with the activity that his body performs. By his detached actions, he is freed from the reactions of his activities. Prabhuji and Mataji is trying to understand one thing. The thing is, when you do for someone, reactions are related to that person's intentions also. Because sometimes we say, when we do bhakti to Krishna, the reactions are not there. Why they are not there? Are you understanding that? When we are doing bhakti to Krishna, why there are no reactions? And when we do any other work to other people, there are reactions. Why? Because whatever the relations you have here in this material world, other than Krishna, whatever you do, there are some expectation. And that person to whom you are serving also has certain expectation. Yes or no? How much ever you say, Babu, ensure that he is not touching the projector. Because with a lot of difficulty, I have given another KT to Bhagavad Prabhu today. Okay, yeah. The point is, why the reactions are there? Whatever the relations we have in this material world, whatever the thing you do, there are certain expectations for you from that person to whom you are serving, and that person to whom you are serving is also having certain expectation that I should have some expectation with you. That's why the reactions occur. But when you do to Krishna, Krishna is never having any expectation. The only expectation is our good, that you should come back to me. There is no other expectation. I might be sounding very offensive also here, because what are the relations you have? Father, husband, son, and all. Whatever you say, you might be serving lovingly, you might be responsibly doing, but somehow certain expectations are there, for sure. Yes or no? Yes or no? 100% tell me. లేదంటే ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ నేను ప్రేమతోనే చేస్తాను, నిస్వార్థంగా చేస్తున్నాను, ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ వితౌట్ ఎనీ స్వార్థ అండ్ ఆల్. డూ యూ ఫీల్ ఆర్ డూయింగ్ రియల్లీ వితౌట్ స్వార్థ? అప్పుడు స్వార్థ is a very higher term, but some expectations are there. So when that expectations are there, then automatically the reaction is involved. But with Krishna, there are no expectations. The only expectation from him is he wants you to be with him for your good. There is no other ulterior motive. So that's what in the Nishkama Karma Yoga, that's what he's talking about, the qualities of the Nishkama Karma Yogi, 100% Nishkama Karma Yogi. We are in that path, but we should reach that 100%. So coming back to the Shloka, Mehak Mataji. Yeah, can you do the honors?
Yoga Yukta Vishuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriyah Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma Urvan Apina Lipyate.
Okay, let us sing this, sir, let us recite this together. Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriyah Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma Urvan Apina Lipyate. Translation by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. One who works in devotion, who is a pure soul and who controls his mind and senses, is dear to everyone and everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man is never entangled. So here he talks about the Nishkama Karma Yoga, and this verse talks about the symptoms of the advanced, as I said, the advanced Nishkama Karma Yogi. So there are 3 symptoms he is talking about. What are those 3 symptoms? Are you able to identify those 3 symptoms in this shloka, in the translation of the shloka?
Pure soul, controlled mind,
So there are 3 symptoms given for a pure consciousness. And when consciousness is pure, my mind is in control. And when my mind is in control, the senses are automatically in control. Vishuddhatma, Vijitatma, Jita Indriyaha. He is pure consciousness, his mind is in control, his senses are in control. Are you able to identify this? When you have a pure consciousness, automatically the mind is controlled. And in the little journey of Krishna consciousness, has anyone felt that? And for developing this pure consciousness, sadhana is very much important. When sadhana is important, you will be having a pure consciousness and the mind will be in control. And when the mind is in control, the senses are in control. There are 3 links here. Senses, mind and consciousness. Getting me? So we need to understand that. That means by japa, if you are not doing properly, and I don't know whether you notice this or not, when the japa is not done properly on that day, there will be little consciousness disturbance would be there. How many of you felt this? Something missing, right? Yeah. So that's what is being told. Sadhana is very important for developing a pure consciousness. And then you will be dear to all others. So that's what he was insisting. So that's what the point, what he is trying to raise. Now let us go through the purport. Purport by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai. One who is on the path of liberation by Krishna consciousness is very dear to every living being. Every living being is dear to him. This is due to his Krishna consciousness. Such a person cannot think of any living being as a separate from Krishna. Just as the leaves and branches of a tree are not separate from the tree, he knows very well that by pouring water on the root of the tree, the water will be distributed to all the leaves and branches. Or by supplying food in the stomach, the energy is automatically distributed throughout the body. Because one who works in Krishna consciousness is servant to all, he is very dear to everyone. And because everyone is satisfied by his work, he is pure in consciousness. Because he is pure in consciousness, his mind is completely controlled. And because his mind is controlled, his senses are also controlled. Because his mind is always fixed on Krishna, there is no chance of his being deviated from Krishna. Nor is there a chance that he will engage his senses in matters other than service of the Lord. He does not like to hear anything except topics relating to Krishna. He does not like to eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. And he does not wish to go anywhere if Krishna is not involved. Therefore, his senses are controlled. A man of controlled senses cannot be offensive to anyone. One may ask, why then was Arjuna offensive in battle to others? Wasn't he in Krishna consciousness? Arjuna was only superficially offensive because, as he has already been explained in the second chapter, all the assembled persons on the battlefield would continue to live individually, as the soul cannot be slain. So spiritually, no one was killed on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Only their dresses were changed by the order of Krishna, who was personally present. Therefore, Arjuna, while fighting on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, was not really fighting at all. He was simply carrying out the orders of Krishna in full Krishna consciousness. Such a person is never entangled in the reactions of work. So the activities which we do and outside people do, is there a difference or not? I mean to say, the activities which devotees do and outside people do, is there a difference or not? Is there a difference or not? There is a difference. Devotees do any activities to please Krishna. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Are you feeling?
Yes.
Whoever is doing the little seva, or what are the seva you are trying to do for the new temple which is coming up, are you feeling that yes, I am doing this service and Krishna is pleased?
Yes.
Did you feel that? Please don't say, because I will be expecting yes. Please honestly answer. When, for example, our Ramesh Prabhu is involved in Go Seva, or our Sanjeev Prabhu is involved in some Seva, are you feeling that yes, I am doing this service to please Krishna? How will you know that Krishna is pleased? How will you know that Krishna is pleased?
More and more opportunities to business.
Yes. Anything else? How will you know? How will you know that Krishna is pleased by your seva? His devotees are pleased. For example, whoever is giving service, if he is happy, the devotee who is giving the service, if he is happy, means Krishna is 110% happy. 110% happy. I don't know whether it will take time for you to sink in completely. It should perennially, perpetually penetrate into the DNA. Here, the conviction is not there for a lot of people or devotees. If the guru or a devotee who has given the service is pleased, if he is pleased, Krishna is pleased. Please.
So we should not do it to please Krishna. We should do it as our duty. Right? We shouldn't do, if I do this, Krishna will be pleased. We should do it as a duty, as a servant of the servant. It is my duty to do it. Whether Krishna accepts it, Krishna doesn't accept it, we shouldn't feel like that. Because if we do something, and for example, I'm taking milk somewhere and it gets split, I shouldn't feel, oh, Krishna is not happy. We should do our work with all dedication and offer it.
Now, Prabhuji, very good point, Prabhu. Now the duty. Now your duty is there. For example, our new temple, there is some duty you are performing. Now, you are senior devotee or a Shiksha Guru of you say, don't do the duty and take up another service. Now, will you say that it is my duty, or will you hear to the devotee?
So my duty is, I am a servant of the servant. So if my Shiksha Guru says, don't do this, do something else, whether I like it or not, I should do that.
Yes. Yes, you will.
Then I shouldn't feel that if I continue to do what I am doing, it is, I'll be pleasing Krishna. If my Shiksha Guru says, no, get out of this, go and stand on the road and do something else.
Yes.
I shouldn't feel, no, I should be in front of Krishna, deity and...
Now there are two things, Prabhu. One thing is when the duty is, when the service is given. Now this thing is individual perception where the instruction is not involved. Instruction is not involved, you are doing a duty, that is good. That is good. Now, there might be another question cropping up. When you are doing duty, how will you know that Krishna is pleased?
But my whole point is, why should we have that consciousness that whether Krishna is happy or not? My consciousness should be either Guru has given the word or I should do it as my utmost duty.
Yes.
Being servant of a servant, to do it for Krishna. Whether Krishna accepts it, Krishna likes it, doesn't like it, is not something I do. So I shouldn't think something in return. That's what I feel, right?
Probably you are not expecting something in return, but if you are doing your duty, obviously Krishna would be happy.
Yes.
Krishna would be happy.
Krishna will definitely be happy, but I shouldn't expect it that Krishna should be happy. That's what I feel.
Yeah. Instructionless thing, you are right, Prabhu. But I took the example of a scenario where the instruction is given for some seva. Now this thing, there is no, for example, you are doing a duty of your husband, of the husband in your house. Someone is not instructing, your guru is not instructing, please act as an ideal husband with your wife. Nobody is instructing. You are doing your duty. There are two things here. One is instruction involved seva, another is duty. There are two things here. Now in this case, yes, There is no expectation from us that Krishna would be happy or not. It is your duty. Obviously, if you are doing your duty, Krishna would be happy. There is no need to think that Krishna would be happy in performing my duty. But the case what I told is, when a seva is involved, when you are doing some seva, how will you know that Krishna is happy or not? That is the case what I am talking about. But you are right. You are right, Prabhu. Duty when you are doing, there is no expectation that Krishna has to. If you are doing your duty, means Krishna would be obviously happy, and there is no separate thinking involved that whether Krishna would be happy or not. My thinking is there.
That's what I mean.
Yes. Okay. So we should always in seva samsiddhir haritoshnam. What is the seva we are doing? It should be for the pleasure of Krishna's senses, not for our senses. Okay. So now question: by going to office by going to office, there is a tough task in your office. In your office. Now, how can you please Krishna? This is adding another layer. If you are going to office, how will you know? By going to office, busy in a tough task, how can you please Krishna? By sincerely doing our work. Okay, next. Anything else?
And offering the proceeds or whatever we are getting to serve Krishna and devotees.
Krishna and devotees. Yes. Anything else?
Accepting that particular job as a job, rather than saying it is very difficult, because you ultimately know that we are doing.
All your answers are correct. Another point is, in spite of all these difficulties, you are not stopping your devotional service. In spite of all difficulties. So, sadhana is also service in a way. This, in spite of difficulties, you should not stop your devotional service. It's very difficult, right? In the initial stages of our spiritual journey, sometimes some negative things happen in our life, and what did Krishna do to me? Is this what I joined for Krishna consciousness? Luckily, for most of them, Krishna initially gives the taste so that you are coming. But once you are sticked upon, I'm not discouraging here, but the thing is, we should not stop our devotional service or our sadhana or any kind of thing, devotional service, when any difficulties arise in our life. I think I have taken enough examples. I don't want to get into there. Right? Yeah. So that's what it is. Now, Nishkama Karma Yoga is not only the matter of detachment. Do you think Nishkama Karma Yoga is only the matter of detachment to the material things? But Nishkama Karma Yoga is also an attachment towards Krishna. When you say detachment, it doesn't mean that don't do anything. It's not. Lot of people having this impression that we should get detached to material objects or sense objects. That is Nishkama Karma Yoga, but it also is attachment towards Krishna. Lot of people miss this statement. They know detachment to the material things, but attachment to Krishna is also important. Attachment to Krishna is also very important. And when the attachment is there for Krishna, do you feel they don't do work? They do more than needed. I personally see a lot of devotees. Once they are attached to Krishna, they go beyond. You will see crazy devotees. Someone, if you see from outside, at least you are in satsang now, but who are not at all spiritually, little bit liking also, they feel that they are mad or what? They are mad or what? In 2021, we never imagined. We did one Radha Yatra in my home avatar. In 2021, we did one Radha Yatra, and when we did that one Radha Yatra grandly, wow, what an achievement! That one Radha Yatra, we posted, our Leon Prabhu and everyone posted in Gaurang Prabhu, Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. Oh, wonderful! They encourage. What they will do? They will encourage only, obviously. Senior devotee, they will encourage. But in 2021, we never imagined that after 5 years, we will be doing 72 Radha Yatras. Right? And Krishna is also, inspiring devotees to do all the glorious devotees who have been serving in a lot of ways in executing that 72 Radha Yatras. Now next year we are planning 108. Even this is not our 108 we are planning. So, the crazy devotees. So when Nishkama Karma Yogi is not only detached to the material things, but attached to the Krishna. And when he is attached to Krishna, he goes beyond the boundaries to satisfy Krishna. That's what it is. Okay? So, now, what activities does Krishna like? What activities Krishna likes? I think everyone knows. Please tell me, what activities Krishna like? Pleasing devotees. Anything else? Service. Anything else?
Eating butter.
Eating butter? No. Rice. Nice. Anything else? Eating butter, yeah. Anything else? Preparing videos. Editing videos. Goseva. Pleasing devotees. And in the last chapter, Krishna tells one thing. What is it? He is most dear to one category of people especially.
Brahman.
Who spread his name?
Yeah. Who spread his message. He is specifically dear to them. And spreading means it's not only sitting on Vyasasana and doing. I think I already discussed this point. I don't want to elaborate. You're only sitting on Vyasa. Don't feel that who is sitting on Vyasasana is already enlightened. There are so many devotees who might be sitting among the crowd. They might be more enlightened. Personally, when Murli Prabhu says, your Madhacharan Prabhu, I think you enjoy preaching. That is your passion. Actually, that is not my passion, in fact. It is an order of Guru. I feel I am unqualified for preaching. But sometimes, we need to execute the order of the Guru. Especially this Bhagavad Gītā, I am not all qualified. But somehow Guru told, so we are trying to do our best. Okay? So that's what it is. So that's what Krishna likes. Okay? Now let's go to the next Shloka. Yeah, let us try to do this together. Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manyeta tattvavid pashyam shravanam susham jigram asnan gochan sapam sasan pralapan visrajan gruhanam urmisham nimisham api indriyan ardeshu vartanta iti dharayam. So two shlokas are combined. So translation by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. A person, please listen to this. A person in the divine consciousness, although engaged in seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, moving about, sleeping and breathing, always knows within himself that he actually does nothing at all. Because while speaking, evacuating, receiving or opening or closing his eyes, he always knows that only the material senses are engaged with their objects and that he is aloof from them. That's what Krishna is trying to say here. So something very difficult to correlate this. Actually, the point what we are trying to derive here is, we are not this body. We are not these senses. That's what the point Krishna is trying to derive. Archana Mataji. నాకు తలకాయ నొప్పి వస్తుంది. ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఏమంటారు? ఇంగ్లీష్ కంప్లీట్ ద సెంటెన్స్. మీకు నాకు తలకాయ నొప్పిందిరా తెలుగు ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఏమంటారు? Headache. So my head is aching. Right? My head is aching. You are not aching, right? So even in that sentence also we are saying that I am not aching, my head. So senses are different from others. Senses are different from us. So that's the point Krishna is trying to derive at in this particular shloka. So it's very, as I told you, it's very difficult to contemplate or visualize this, since I have gone up. Right. Sorry. Way beyond I went. Okay. Yeah, so translation we are here, right? So the point what we are trying to derive here is, self-realized person will identify not with the senses. He will identify with himself and is clear with his understanding of the senses. So that means he will not invest his consciousness He will not invest his consciousness in those sense objects. That's what he is trying to show. Even though all senses are working, but in Nishkama Karma yogi, he will not feel that he has a clear understanding of whether I am working or senses are working. Because for the senses deployment, there is no separate effort is needed, right? Kallu muyala, ఆలోచించి muyala, automatic జరిగిపోతుందా? అరే నేను శ్వాస పీల్చుకోవాలా? Do I need to take breathing? There is no need to think a lot, right? Automatically breathing happens. So he is trying to say that for involving a sense object, there is no special effort needed. The point he is trying to convey here is this. So even all senses are working, but in Nishkama Karma Yogi, he doesn't feel so. That means it's working for Krishna's senses. For him, the senses are working for satisfying Krishna's senses. So, first point, Nishkama Karma Yogi deals or understands is going inside, go, quickly. So the understanding what he has is, you are not this body. So, already I told the example. My head is aching. My finger has been cut. You are not cut, right? So, point is, you are not identifying with your body parts or senses. You are separate. That's the point he's trying. Another point what he's trying to understand is, if gulab jamun is there in front of you, what will you do? What reactions you will get? If gulab jamun is there in front of you, what reactions you will get?
Not today.
Huh?
Not today. It is the Bhagavad Gītā.
Huh?
It is the Bhagavad Gītā.
So there are different things. Gulab jamun when is there, automatically when we see, you not even seeing gulab jamun, even thinking of gulab jamun, sometimes your mouth automatically liquid increases, right? Lala jalam anede nade. Meena Mataji has shown with expression. So the thing is, the point what we are trying to derive here is, devotee is aware of that there is a sense and there is a sense object. And when the sense object is brought near a sense, automatically sense gets attracted. That devotee has a full clarity. Whenever a sense object is brought in front of the sense would get attracted. That clarity the devotee has. And whenever a sense objects come in front of it, it gets attracted. It's not us who is not getting attracted, but the senses. So you are not your senses. Eyes like to see beautiful things. You are attracted to Krishna, but your senses are getting attracted to other things. Actually, we are basically attracted to Krishna, but our senses are dominating us to make it attractful to other things. Right? One time, college ragging was happening. How many got dragged here? No one got dragged here. अरे तू तो रैगिंग करने वाला है, करने वालों में से है, कराने वालों में से नहीं है. How many got dragged here? हिमांशु प्रभु, कभी रैगिंग नहीं की, रैगिंग हुआ नहीं, आपने किसी को रैगिंग किया? नहीं. So they get dragged. So once Gaurang Prabhu or he's one of his friends. He was a devotee student, and in a college, seniors were ragging him. And he told that seniors told that devotee student to see that one senior girl and tell me what do you like in her? What do you like in her? That's what seniors were ragging so many people, but the turn of this devotee student came, and they asked him, what do you like in her? So he has seen for some time, and he told that body is made of 5 material senses. There are 5 material items, 5 panchabhutas. It's made of those elements, and there are mind, intelligence, and ego. I'm not seeing anything. And after that, those seniors, no, I think by keeping him, we will also get changed. Remove him, and they left him aside. And later, in the journey of these 3 to 3 years, always they have been treating this student with very respect. Even seniors also, they used to give some donation and ask him to pray for God for them getting passed in the examination and all. So that's how it went on. So we need to identify. So Nishkama Karma Yogi sees everyone as soul, not a material. But it's very difficult, very very difficult. But at some point we need to reach that level. So that's a second point. So, senses control comes when you identify that senses are doing not us, but to identify it, it's very difficult. How many are in that journey? అరే సెన్సస్ చేస్తున్నాయి భయ్, నేను చేయట్లేదు. Already similar dialogue I quoted, if you remember. Have you seen yourself coming out of your body? Then నేనేంటి ఇలా ఉన్నాను? Why am like that? I think some devotees also lifted hand. Have you felt that? Have you seen yourself from outside? How ganda or how acha I am? Yes or no? Introspection. What anarthas are there in me? What is there? What is good in me? So it's come with that only, seeing ourselves. Okay, so that's what Krishna is trying to insist, that this is very difficult, but perfect Nishkama Karma Yogi does that. So that means that Nishkama Karma Yogi will not invest his consciousness in those activities. He feels that by the control of materials, modes of material nature, automatically other sensory objects, sensory things would automatically happen. But I am not putting effort to do them. So I think already I given an example of. Have you seen anyone walking in the sleep? I think everyone might have seen, right? No? In your families, there are some people? In school, daytime, huh? Night time. Okay. I thought daytime also. Some teachers' class is not good. Really they are walking. Right? So how automatically does it happen? No, I really don't understand. In the night they walk and again they come back to the bed only. I don't know how it happens. I don't think they will open their eyes also. I'm not sure. They open?
Mac used to walk.
She used to walk. Oh God, I should be careful with her.
I don't think.
You used to. Bachpan mein. So that's what he tells about the Nishkama Karma Yogi. He identifies always with the himself, not with the senses. So it's very difficult to understand, but let's try to understand the purport. So a person in Krishna consciousness is pure in his existence, and consequently he has nothing to do with any work which depends upon 5 immediate and remote causes: the doer, the work, the situation, the endeavor and fortune. This is because he is engaged in the loving transcendental service of Krishna. Although he appears to be acting with his body and senses, he is always conscious of his actual position, which is spiritual engagement. In material consciousness, the senses are engaged in sense gratification, but in Krishna consciousness, the senses are engaged in the satisfaction of Krishna's senses. Therefore, the Krishna conscious person is always free, even though he appears to be engaged in affairs of the senses. Activities such as seeing and hearing are actions of the senses meant for receiving knowledge, whereas moving, speaking, evacuating, etc. are actions of the senses meant for work. A Krishna conscious person is never affected by the actions of the senses. He cannot perform any act except in the service of the Lord, because he knows that he is eternal servitor of the Lord. Yeah, so these are the different activities and these are the elements involved: seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, tasting, knowledge acquiring senses; moving, talking, expression, grasping, working senses; breathing, 5 major airs, pranavayu they say; opening and closing eyelids, 5 secondary airs, that is jivavayu they say; sleeping, mind, intelligence, ego, that is antakarana they say. So these are the different senses involved within us. Okay, let's go to the next 10. Let us do this together. ब्रह्माण्याधाय कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा करोति या लिप्यते न स पापेन पद्मपत्रं दिवाम्भसा. Translation by Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action, as the lotus leaf is untouched by water. I think the translation is pretty straightforward, right? Translation is pretty straightforward. Now, what is the experience Here he is talking about what is the experience, one who behaves like the above shloka. In the above shloka, how the Nishkama Karma Yogi behaves is kind. But what is the experience he gets is being talked about here. So, don't you think Mahabharata is also like, can we compare Mahabharata with a mud? Mahabharata war with a mud? Can we? Can we compare Mahabharata Yuddha with mud? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, because I already told in the that poster which I sent, right? Or not? Yes. Why yes? Next question is why yes? Why Mahabharata war should be compared with mud?
Because on ground level, it was actually all materialistic way of act was happening.
Yes.
But by the words of Lord Krishna, nobody was actually dying, right? I mean, as those acts.
Only dresses were changed.
Yes, dresses were changed. So it was all pure and divine in the way, like the kīrtanas is coming to milta hai, so the lotus actually stays above the kīrtana.
Yes.
Right, so the yuddha was in the material world. That's where it was actually the kīrtana, and above that, I mean, whatever was happening was pure.
No, actually, you are telling more about the purity of the war. But what I am asking is why it can be considered as a mud. You're right. Some answer is right only, but I need thoda or mud. Why I am comparing it as a mud? Because you are trying to kill a grandfather. You are trying to kill your own guru. But in our material world also, can anyone do that? Thinking of rarely things, property, career, people do. But majority it's not happening, right? Have you ever thought of killing your grandfather? Riyan Prabhu? Never? Sure?
Complete other.
Have you ever thought of killing a teacher? So the point is, why it is compared as mud, because these kind of things never happen, right? Killing it, trying to kill grandfather, trying to kill your brothers, you are trying to kill your teacher, you are trying to kill your people, right? It's like it is compared to mud. Now in this mud, Krishna is trying to make Arjuna to come out like a flower, lotus flower in the mud. Because if you are not becoming like a lotus flower, you will be also a part of mud by taking that war with a attitude of revenge, that you disrobed my wife, so I am going to kill you all. You disrobed my wife, right? I will kill you all. With that revengeful attitude, if he thinks and fights, he is also part of mud.
Action, reaction.
He is also part of mud only. So Krishna is trying to say, don't be part of the mud. Elevate yourself above the mud like a lotus flower. So that's what the point he is trying to convey. So, Mahabharata mud, I am asking, so Krishna is asking to be like a lotus and be unaffected, and similarly in our life, in our own lives, Krishna is insisting every one of us, are we not having difficulties? Difficulties are like mud only. Don't you think difficulties are like mud? Is there anyone here who is not having problem? Difficulty? Mataji, what's your good name? Huh? Shruti, don't you have any difficulties in your life? No? Not yet? Okay, good. So when the difficulty is there, then Krishna is trying to give a message, even in these difficulties also, probably elders will more correlate. Try to go beyond the difficulties and think above. I will give one scenario. One parent is there. Their kid passed away. And the parents are coming to you and they are crying in front of you. What will you do? What will you tell? How will you solace? One kid passed away. And their parents are, while telling this ghastly story about the passing away, they are crying. They are crying in front of you. How will you solace? Kid, not elder, kid. How will you solace? Certainly it's a difficulty for that family, right? How will you solace?
Generally we call out the change of dress only, I mean, the circle of karma.
You are right. You are right. You are right. You are right.
But we will not tell like that. Cannot tell.
Yeah. The thing is, the point, when someone is passing away, you are
Not in the blunt way, but
yes, Prabhuji, you are 100% right. You are 100% right. There is no denial on that. But try to be practical. Try to be practical.
Tell like that.
एक झापड़ भी मिल सकता है. Who knows? I'm telling you.
नहीं उसके लिए तो नहीं बोल.
I'm saying, I'm giving up. Don't you feel that my question is very practical? It's not theoretical, right? Someone is coming to you and no one is there with you, and only that family has come to you, and you are alone there, and they are telling this story and weeping and crying in front of you. How will you solace?
Say that he is very dear to God, so God is.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Please, Prabhujis and Mataji's.
Be brave, everyone will go one day.
So, be brave, everyone will go one day.
It's so simple. Just hear them out. Spend as much time as possible. Do not give any solution at that point in time. That's the bottom line.
So the point what we are trying to convey here is, Prabhujis and Mataji's, even in these difficulties, please grow. Don't be part of it. Try to be like a lotus flower, like Arjuna. Yes, difficulties are there. How will you solace? Try to, as Himanshu Prabhu said, completely hear to them. We are there for your support, Prabhuji. I mean, I'm really sorry for whatever has happened. I know we can't do anything we can't do, but whatever best in our hands are there. Don't think, hey, I'm a little bit afraid. Come here. So this kid's very dangerous. Open here the door. Okay. So, these things, I don't know whether you have come across this kind of situation or not, but we need to understand that this is one difficulty what I told. There might be different difficulties as part of our society in the middle world we are living, we will be there. But we need to understand how to be above this difficult situation and think. Contemplate change. I know it's a very abrupt question what I posted, but think about it. No? When you are alone, just think about how will I react? Think about it. Okay? So that's what mud, it is compared with mud, and how one who does work without attachment, surrendering results into the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is unaffected by sinful reactions. So that's what is being talked about. And not only attached to the results, but also to the duty. Not only to the results of the work, but also to the work also we should not get attached. So now tell me the difference between attachment to the results and attachment to the work. Lift your hand. Did you get the question? What is the difference between getting attached to the results of the work and getting attached to the work? Parent number? What is your name? Nikita. Nihita. Yeah, Nihita, please tell me. You got the question, right? What is the difference between getting attached to the results of the work and getting attached to the work? That's okay. Even if it is wrong, no punishment is there. Lucky, it's not a school.
Getting attached to the work means getting focused on doing the work. Getting attached to the result of the work means after the work is completed, we'll forget about the work and think only about the result.
Right. Good. That's the difference between. So now, example. One devotee might be saying, I will do only kirtan. Please, I will do only kirtan. I will not do any accounts management. For that satsang, I will not do accounts management. I will do only kirtan. But your guru is requesting, please you take up that service of account. No, Prabhu, I want only accounts I am comfortable with. Now that means he is attached to the work. He or she is comfortable only to the work. Now results of the work. If I sing kirtan, all the devotees will appreciate me. You're like a kohen ka voice hai aapka. Even before the work is finished, you will be having that. Some thinking will happen. Have you faced this in your lives? Even before completing the work, if I do this work tomorrow, if I read, I will get a first rank in class. All teachers will be praising me, everyone will be clapping me, even before doing the work. Has anyone felt that in your childhood or in an elder? In childhood. No, nothing, don't worry. Even elder also, they have. It's not that only when childhood, even elders also have this. So that's what Krishna is trying to point out, that attachment to the risk should not be there, and also to the work. We should attach it to the motive or service of that's pleasing to Krishna. Okay? For example, Gaurang Prabhu, you know Gaurang Prabhu right now? Everyone knows Gaurang Prabhu. Gaurang Prabhu, in his earlier days of Krishna consciousness, he was not comfortable cooking. So he used to not prefer cooking. But Radhana Swami Maharaj pushed. So now, what are the big yatras happen? He is a cooking in charge now. Gaurang Prabhu. Whether it is GV, whether it is Puri, whether it is Mayapur, he is a cooking head now. Wherever. So that's an example. So we need to understand that. Okay, now let's go to 11. Oh, 11. Sorry. Purpose we didn't read, right? No, we read. 11, okay. 5.11. So let us do this together. कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति संगं त्यक्त्वात्मा शुद्धये. Translation by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. The yogis, abandoning attachment, act with body, mind and intelligence, even with the senses, only for the purpose of purification. Only with the purpose of purification. Only with the purpose. Sorry. Yeah, only with the purpose of purification. Now, so translation. So why they act for the purpose of purification is given here. Why they act for the purpose of purification and the purpose. Now you are using the same senses what material people are also using. Yes or no? Andariki same senses undedi. Everyone is having the same senses. But the material people are using for the different purpose, but we are using for a different purpose. Yes or no? Yes. So, but difference is in using it for the Krishna senses, that already we have discussed. Now the ideal example is of Lord Rama. Can 2 or 3 devotees tell what is the, in this context, how great is Rama, right? Everyone knows Rama is great. Lord Rama is great or not? Yes. Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Why is he great? Give one. 3 devotees give one reason. Why is he great?
He obeyed to the Father's order.
He obeyed to the Father's order. Number 1. Only 2 more options left. Right? What are the answers you are going to give? All are right. Huh? What is it? Saushilita. అంత పెద్ద వర్డ్లు మాకు అర్థం కావాలి, కొంచెం విడమర్చి చెప్పండి. సౌశీల్యత. He is the role model. Why he is a role model? That's what I'm asking. My question is, why is he role model? Why is he great? One reason he told, he listened to his parents or father. That's one reason. Second reason. No, only 2 options. Because if I ask, everyone will tell. Only 2 more are left. So sensibly use it. Yeah, tell me, bro. If enemy comes and surrenders, so he's forgiving. He's forgiving in nature. Yes. Tell me. Tell me.
He always followed Dharma.
He always followed Dharma. You are buffer one more.
No attachment to personal results.
No attachment to personal results. Now this particular one. Now we need to understand why Lord Rama is great. Was he attached to the kingdom? No. He was not attached to the kingdom. Everyone knows that, right? Everyone knows that. Now the thing is, 14 years of exile. 14 years of exile he was planned, eating grass and roots. Do you know what do you mean by eating in grass and roots? Has anyone eaten roots here? What? Carrot. Yes. He has only Tell you something.
Radish.
Tell. Huh? We also eat. Your dad only not great. We are also great.
I really, when I went to China, there was nothing like, we used to eat some like,
Grass or so Lord Rama lived those 14 years eating only grass and roots. So we need to understand what it means to eat grass and roots in the jungle when you are 14 years in exile. We just try to understand what is the kind of struggles Rama has gone through. And sleep on the floor, no family life. Can you believe? He was sleeping on the floor, no family life. No family life. And greatness of Ram is not touched by it. And you know what? Another reason? He went to Kaikeyi. Who was the reason for all this, right? He went to Kaikeyi and asked and told, I am not happy with you, Mummy. I'm not happy with you, Mata. All the 3-4 reasons what Prabhuji said is at a different level. Now you think about this. Mother Kaikeyi was the reason for all this happening. And he went to Kaikeyi and said, Mata, I'm not really happy with you. When he questions that, what Kaikeyi would think? Are you understanding the situation?
Yes.
Already 14 years exile announced. And before leaving to the jungle, Rama came to Kaikeyi and said, Amma, I'm not really happy with you. Why did he say, I'm not happy with you? Lift your hands. Only 2 hands. Abhi Mataji and Ashok Prabhu.
14 years miss
చెప్పండి.
మిస్ అయిపోయాను. 14 years లేదు దిగు.
లేదు.
అందుకే మిస్ అయిపోయాను అనేసి హ్యాపీ లేని వాళ్ళు ఇన్ని రోజులు మిస్ అయిపోయారు అనేసి.
లేదు ఇది తర్వాత 14 years అయిపోయాక కాదు, 14 years వెళ్ళక ముందు. Actually, before he leaves for exile, he goes to Mother Kaikeyi and says that I'm not happy with you, Mother. Why is he not happy with her? Why is he not happy with her? Only 3 to 4 hands lifted. Any kids? How many hands? Now again once again lift your hands. So yeah, we will give opportunity to Praveen Prabhu. Yeah, Praveen Prabhu, tell me.
Maybe I think.
You think right?
I think so instead of telling to Dasharatha, maybe she could have told him directly.
That was the reason. Asala, Nijanga, do you really want me to go? You could have simply asked me, I want my Bharata to be the king, I don't want to be king, and you go for 14 years. Unnecessarily your boon is getting wasted.
If you
already some couple of boons were there which Dasharatha gave to ask. Unnecessarily the boon is getting wasted. You would have using that boon for some good purpose.
Unnecessary escalation.
No, actually, though we are laughing here, but are you trying to understand the mood of Lord Rama? Can we be like that?
స్థితప్రజ్ఞత.
But what about us? Are we in that situation? Tomorrow your father-in-law says, you are no more required here. My son, I will take care. You get out.
We don't have that. That's why we are here.
We are here, yes.
We have lot of.
So, since we are not behave like Lord Rama, that's why we are in this material world. That's a good answer actually. Yes. But we try to understand what's the greatness of the Lord. How untouched he was, untouched with the senses. Adhe situation lo na samaranga vere vallu unte the kingdom announced is like, how can you delete me? Already you announced me as a prime minister. How could you do that? There's a separate fight. Right? That's the greatness of Lord Rama, how he is untouched. That's why the Lord, he says that whatever this, how many qualities are there for a God, Supreme God? 64. In these 64 qualities, they are in full. They are in full for God. Renunciation 100%. All these qualities, what we are seeing is just a little percentage of the God what we imbibed. Okay? So that's what is about Lord Rama. Lord Rama's greatness and the quality of untouchedness. So next, let us go to the 12th Shloka. And I think we didn't read the purport. Purport by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai. Yeah. So the purport is, when one acts in Krishna consciousness for the satisfaction of the senses of Krishna, any action, whether of the body, mind, intelligence, or even the senses, is purified of material contamination. When one acts in Krishna consciousness for the satisfaction of the senses of Krishna, any action, whether of the body, mind, intelligence, or even the senses, is purified of material contamination. There are no material reactions resulting from the activities of Krishna conscious person. Therefore, purified activities, which are generally called sadachar, can be easily performed by acting in Krishna consciousness. Śrī Rupa Goswami in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu describes, Ihayasya hareerdasye karmana manasa gira nikhilasva apyasthasu jivan muktasa uchyate. A person acting in Krishna consciousness, in other words, in the service of Krishna, with his body, mind, intelligence and words, is a liberated person even within this material world, although he may be engaged in many so-called material activities. Although we are doing a material activity of doing job, although we might be going to bring Koragayalu, he is an already liberated person. That's what he is saying. He has no false ego, for he does not believe that he is the material body or that he possesses the body. He knows that he is not his body, this body, and that this body does not belong to him. He himself belongs to Krishna, and the body too belongs to Krishna. When he applies everything produced of the body, mind, intelligence, words, life, wealth, etc., whatever he may have within his possession, to Krishna's service, he is at once dovetailed with Krishna. He is one with Krishna and is devoid of the false ego that leads one to believe that he is the body, etc. This is the perfect stage of Krishna consciousness. Last shloka of the day. With this shloka we will finish the section. Let us try to do this together. Yukta karma phalam tyaktva shantim apnoti naishtikim ayukta kama karena phale shakta nibadhyate. Translation by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. The steadily devoted souls attains unadulterated peace because he offers the results of all activities to me, all activities to Krishna. Whereas a person who is not in union with the divine, who is greedy for the fruits of his labor, becomes entangled. Let us read the purport. Purport by His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. Last purport of the day. Skanda, what happened? Any?
His friends are also.
One shloka, no? This last shloka. Please, there, no? The difference between a person in Krishna consciousness and a person in bodily consciousness is that the former is attached to Krishna, whereas the latter is attached to the results of his activities. The person who is attached to Krishna and works for him only is certainly a liberated person, and he has no anxiety over the results of his work. In the Bhagavatam, the cause of anxiety over the results of an activity is explained as being one's functioning in the conception of duality, that is, without knowledge of the absolute truth. Krishna is the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead. In Krishna consciousness, there is no duality. All that exists is a product of Krishna's energy, and Krishna is all good. Therefore, activities in Krishna consciousness are on the absolute plane. They are transcendental and have no material effect. One is therefore filled with peace in Krishna consciousness, but one who is entangled in profit calculation for sense gratification cannot have that peace. This is the secret of Krishna consciousness. Realization that there is no existence besides Krishna is a platform of peace and fearlessness. Peace and fearlessness. So, Krishna already. Can anyone give their definition of dutifully doing right things. Give an example of dutifully, not beautifully. Duty, D-U, dutifully doing right things. Karma baddhaga, dharma baddhaga. Dutifully doing right things. Can give some example? Can anyone give some example of dutifully doing right things? Yeah, Prabhu? Dutifully doing right things. I am dutifully studying as part of my school academics. Are you doing dutifully, or by force you are doing? Your mom and dad are forcing you, right? Tell me, frankly. You are doing dutifully, right? Yes. Anything else? Dutifully doing right things. Any other examples? Being a child, you are dutifully serving your parents. Very nice. These are the dutifully. But in India, dutifully they do wrong things. Dutifully they do wrong things. Can you give an example? Dutifully doing wrong things. Dutifully they do wrong things. So what is there? They will substantiate their bribing also. I am not taking from the poor people, no. I am taking from the rich people. What is wrong with it? He is dutifully doing wrong things. Duryodhana did dutifully wrong things. Otherwise, without having the dutiful nature, he would not have convinced majority of the kings to be part of his group. Even Balarama. Right? But in India, that is a misconception. A lot of people, when they do dutifully, but they miss that picture of thing that whether I am doing it right or wrong things. They feel that dutifully doing is always right.
Dutifully providing everything to the kids.
Yes, Mataji. There are parents, no offense intended, there are parents who are giving cars, who are purchasing iPhones for the 9th class and 10th class kids, Mataji. And parents, even police catches will throw 5,000. I mean, parents only encouraging, Mataji. There are parents, I don't want to get into who and all, but there are parents like that. Okay. Now, Śrīla Prabhupāda, when he says in the purport, dutifully, whatever he mentioned about, I'll come to that. In the purport it is mentioned. So when Śrīla Prabhupada is the right person to write this purport, because he is the perfect example of a dutifully doing right things. So Śrīla Prabhupada is the right person to write this purport, and he see in his life. Actually, I don't know how many of you know what is the, lift your hands. What is the name of the book which is the autobiography of, or biography or autobiography of Śrīla Prabhupada? What is the name of the book? Lift your hands. Only Meena Mataji? Come on. Swarna Mataji? Only 2. Survi Mataji is not able to lift her hand. She is thinking I would have lifted because plate is there in my hand. Okay. Only 3. Okay. Meena Mataji. Leela-Amrita. Yes. Leela-Amrita is the one where Śrīla Prabhupada's life. And Śrīla Prabhupada, and what kind of difficulties he mentioned. Similar to Lord Ramchandra, his devotee, Śrīla Prabhupada, he created a league of devotees. Right. Come. Okay, Śrīla Prabhupada, the kind of difficulties he has gone through, he has created a community called League of Devotees. It failed. Second, that race would be falling on the ice. No, not take him out, because that race would be falling in his eyes. It will spoil. Yeah. Okay. He created Society of League of Devotees. It got failed. Now his wife Śrīla Prabhupada's wife was not supportive in his endeavors. Right? His wife was not supportive. And then he wanted his wife, she didn't support, she rejected. And his business was completely lost. His business was completely lost. Then he was broke out with money, and he went for preaching attempts in Mathura and Vrindavan places. But no one encouraged. No one attended. At least we are getting 30-40 devotees to preach. When Śrīla Prabhupada used to go, before going to US, no one was coming. No one was ready to hear to the message of the Lord. No one coming. How disappointing was it, right? Very disappointing. No one was there. And he has no money to print his books. The knowledge is there, but he was not having money to print. And he was having one meal he used to skip to save the money. One meal of the day he used to skip to save the money to print the books. So that kind of a scenario, there was no money, and he was not eating, and he was even he said that he was used to walk from Mathura to Delhi to save the cost, so that he can print books. For whom? For us. So he is a perfect example of a Nishkama Karma Yogi. Nishkama Karma Yogi. Yeah. So, in those kind of reversals, Śrīla Prabhupada saw always a next service or opportunity. Next service or opportunity, always he has seen when any reversal happens. But are we in a situation to see that opportunity? When any reversal happens? Prabhuji, చెప్పడానికి easy Prabhu. It's very easy to tell. మీరుంటే తెలుస్తుంది. You are thinking, right? This is our materialistic thinking. That's what it happens. Yes or no? It's right, Prabhu? When the reversals happens in Śrīla Prabhupada's life, he has always seen an opportunity or a service in that. And we have seen with his life. But are we, if any reversal is coming, can we see an opportunity? Ruchi Mataji?
Very difficult.
Very difficult?
Very difficult to see.
See. What do you say, Mataji? What are your thoughts? Maybe.
At least
Then it will be
the first go.
First to go.
At least.
Yeah, probably it will take some time to settle down. First, immediately when the reversal happens, there is an initial phase of time where you need to actually soothe in the impact of that reversal. And after that point, we need to explore options. What is the next step? But a lot of devotees, a lot of people, the thinking stops there. Thinking stops. They never come out of it actually. And actually, it left that many scars in them that they are not natural self anymore in the days to come. Yeah. So that's the point. So for today, let us close. Yeah, Yogeshwar, you are saying something. You are asking something.
Yeah, to your point.
Yeah.
Doing your duties, right? So there are some jobs which are not not good. You can say, right?
Didn't get your question though. 1 minute though. Tell me, what is your question?
No, I was not asking a question. You are actually quoting that statement. Doing things dutifully.
Dutiful, yes.
And then the second part was
dutifully doing right.
Dutifully doing wrong things and dutifully doing right things. These are the two things. We should always opt for dutifully doing right things. But in our Indian society, lot of people do dutifully wrong things and they substantiate themselves. That they do dutifully. Doing dutifully is right for them. But whether the dutifully done job is right or wrong, they never think. That's the point of what I was trying to convey.
Some people say that we are in a wrong job of killing someone, or let's say, right?
For example, give a live example to then we can correlate, then I can tell.
Kasai.
Kasai is there, yes. And that's what you are saying?
Yes.
Kasai. Butcher is there. So butcher is doing dutifully wrong. Dutifully is doing. But it's a wrong thing.
But they say we are just
now they are not. Now for them they are not even in a situation of even inquiring whether I am doing the right thing or not. They are not. it's not their, I should not say their fault, they are tuned like that. Now the point is, Prabhu, as I said, each and everyone will be getting an opportunity. Though, of course, with what are the another, we are in this middle world. But God will give an opportunity for everyone to come. And if He is not interested to know whether I am doing right or not, whether I am doing right or not, He is not interested to know, then who can help? He's not even interested, then who can say, tell him? He's beautifully doing wrong thing, obviously. And we are also part of it in that complete scenario. We are also part of it because we are encouraging him.
Prabhu, in chapter 14,
very, very controversial topic. Yes.
In chapter 4, there's a Shloka where Krishna is saying that everyone should follow their dharma, even if it is wrong.
Yes.
So if somebody has taken birth in the family
Shudra.
of
Shudra
or something, he is following what is his family lineage.
Yes.
So as long as he does it dutifully, offers to Krishna that this, I have taken birth in this and I am following it, that is one thing. Obviously one thing is if he can stop everything and move out of it, that is different thing. But otherwise he is beautifully doing wrong thing, but that's what it is. Right?
But
Krishna is very clearly said, leaving your dharma and doing something is bad. I mean, sticking to your dharma and doing is better than leaving and doing something else.
Prabhuji, for your whatever Himanshu Prabhu said is right, but for your question, Prabhu, the butcher is there, right? Ideally, he comes under the category of Shudra. Now, Shudra are the people who would be listening to either Kshatriyas or Vaishyas. Now, they are supposed to guide them, Prabhu. They are supposed to guide them. If they are not, actually, in our society, the situation is like they are not guiding, and they are not ready to accept guidance also. We have come way ahead, Prabhu. Now the future is going to be more worse. They are not even inclined to know whether what I am doing is right or not. They are not even inclined to know. But ideally, whether I am doing right, because you know what, Prabhu? You know what? They also know that I don't want to quote butcher. They also know that I am doing wrong. But if they try to inquire from someone, they also know that they will tell wrong. But they are not ready to shift. Because shifting is a difficult transition for him. Because already he is tuned for chopping. Abhi kya? Mere ko kahin bhi jana chopping chahiye. They are that much tuned that physical, they are tuned like that. Shifting to a new job is a completely different transition. It will be difficult for him. But they are not. Two ways, Prabhu. Above Varnas, like Kshatriya and Vaishyas, they are not providing guidance. For example, अपन के घर में, for example, मेरे घर में, I'm not boasting about myself. अरे कल्ला लो पड़ता है तीसरे please. I'm just worried about his eyes. So the thing is a fair example from my end is हमारे घर में the housemaid what we have, she is a pakka fisherwoman community. She is Kumuda. मेरे घर में she has been there for the last 20 years with us. Yeah, 2016, exactly 20 years. 20 years she has been there with us. And she is a fisherwoman girl. She used to stay in the beach. I don't know how many of you know Chennai, Sholinganallur or VGP Golden Beach, everyone knows, right? VGP Golden Beach. Adjacent to VGP Golden Beach, Injambakkam, there is a beach. So near that beach, their family stays and they have a separate boat also. They have a separate boat, they are a fisherwoman community and their only work is getting fishes, umming fishes and chopping fishes, preparing fish curry and all this. This is their job, daily job. And unfortunately she lost her husband and while we leaving to Hyderabad from Chennai I stayed for 2 years and I came back to Hyderabad. She requested if I also can help you, can you please help, I will see your daughter. Bhavika was just born then, my elder one was just born then. So we brought her and since last 20 years she has been staying with us. She has stayed. Now in the situation she is not eating onion garlic, no meat eating, and even if in fact just 2 days back she went to her hometown Chennai, some function was there, 1 week she is gone there, and for that 1 week I am for 100% sure she is not going to touch meat. She will be having trouble to find out of course she is a cook, she is a very good cook, she can prepare for herself. Prabhuji, we should guide Prabhu. Vaishyas and Kshatriyas are expected to guide the Shudras, and Shudras also should be ready to accept the knowledge. Now she does chanting every day 16 rounds with us. I mean, she does 16 rounds every day. For the last 3 years she has been doing chanting. And even she goes to Chennai, she does chanting. And even I'm thinking to see, to get a initiation done for her. I'm just requesting her to listen to some lectures, which lectures. But of course, she knows Tamil, Telugu, but I'm similar to, I need to look for a Tamil preacher or a Telugu preacher to assign to her and get his initiation done. Now tell me, Prabhu. Now, there are two-way problem, Prabhu. This guy is not ready to take guidance, and the above guys are not guiding properly also. That gap is there. And in this thing, we are promoting in a way. Meat is there, we are going and taking. And you know, right, meat eating, 7 people get sins. Do you know that, right? Who are those 7 people? Who is cutting? Who is cooking? Who is transporting? Who is bringing? Who is promoting? 7. All these 7 people, even the person who is promoting is not eating, he will also get sin. Rank of chicken tinandi, aswadinchandi. But that person who is promoting is not eating, but he is only promoting, still he will get sin. 7 people get sin when you are eating non-veg. Okay, any other questions?
Prabhuji, what if he does this with the Krishna conscious mind? This job has been given by you. So although I have to do this, but he keeps on chanting his name, something like that.
Come again, what? Okay, Krishna. This object, this goat is given by Krishna. So I'm using.
This is like my job. Like, abhi main us kaam mein hu. But with Krishna consciously, I don't want to do this, but because of this, I have.
Because of what?
Because of my jo bhi lineage में चलता आ रहा है, तो you have to do it then.
हाँ, तो lineage में चलता is not a qualification, माता जी. मेरे lineage में मेरे दादा घूस खाते थे, वो पकड़े नहीं गए. उनके पिताजी घूस बोले तो बड़ी बोल रहे, बड़ी. हाँ, मेरे पिताजी भी घूस खाते थे, वो भी पकड़े नहीं गए. अभी ये घूस खाता है, वो पकड़ा गया. तो वो क्या पुलिस को बोलेगा क्या हमारे lineage से चल रहा है घूस खाना, तो मेरे को क्यों पकड़ रहे हो? ऐसा नहीं है ना. They should inquire. That's not Mataji. It's a problem of both varnas. The higher varnas, they are not guiding properly. Lower varnas, they are not interested to take the right directions. And even if they take the right directions, they are not willing to change. It is good.
If someone like Shulda, they are not educated at all. Right? And coming back to the old one, I just checked it is not chapter 4, chapter 3, 3.35 and 1847. Krishna is saying the same thing.
What? Prabhuji, we are talking about
in your dharma, whatever it is shreyastar to do the same thing than moving on. I know in today's world it is very easy. Everyone has got a mobile, so they can search and understand what is right, what is wrong, and they can move. But if somebody is absolutely illiterate, he has got a family, he cannot leave that and start doing a job of a labor, right? So. In that scenario.
But it doesn't promote that your dharma, no, your pardada सभी लोग कर रहे हैं, तो मैं भी गुच्ची करूँगा. That duty बोला है प्रभु, but नहीं.
But if he don't know any other task for earning for his family, that's why he has to do it.
Mother, that's why he need to inquire with the learned people.
Prabhuji, if they are Shudras, how can
that's what I'm saying. There are two-way problem, Mataji. There are two-way problem. One is the above people, the higher varnas, are not guiding properly. The Shudras.
That way, Bhagavatam says that jo Kshatriyas jo hai, it is the duty of Kshatriyas only to take care of all these things.
Yes.
Like our admin or our government.
Yes.
But if they are promoting, if they are not stopping or...
That's what even I am telling Mataji, that right now the situation is like that. Our own Kshatriyas, they are drinking and they are promoting bars. Every street there should be a bar. Our own CM has a bar. अभी क्या गलत हो रहा है और आगे और भी गलत होने वाला है. Ideal situation is not there right now.
They are only doing wrong things. How can they will tell right?
They were situation है माताजी. अभी वो duty, ना? Let it be. That's okay. We see. वो कृष्णा ने वो decide कर लिया कि मुझे book करना है, तो book करने तो हो जाए. Let us face it, no? Don't worry. Even if I am not there, someone will come to book. Some other devotee will come and preach. Don't worry. So, Mataji, it's a very difficult thing, Mataji. How they will know वो तो बेचारे हैं, उतने बेचारे भी नहीं हैं.
नहीं, not everyone is बेचारा.
But sometimes they will always be.
Because of demography also, if you see, जो fisherman community है, right, जो demography पे है, beach side पे, their staple food is fish only, right? Seafood only. So, वो seafood ही खाएंगे, fishermen जो है वो यही काम करते रहते हैं. So the whole community cannot shift to do something else.
Prabhuji, due to their past karmas, they are born here. But it doesn't mean that Krishna is not providing an opportunity for them. As I told, being in the material world, especially being in India, you will be getting multiple opportunities to know what is right. Though they are fishermen, that's what I'm saying, Prabhu. Yes, when you are surrounded, for example, what happens, Prabhu? If you are a government official, you are only surrounded by bribing people only. There are around 20 people around in your office, and you are one among them. You are a non-bribe guy. 90% chances are there that one point or the other you will be also shifted to bribe. 90% chances are there, Prabhu. Now coming to this community, Prabhuji, being born in that community is also karma. But it doesn't mean that Krishna is not giving an opportunity for him to change and move to a higher consciousness. He is giving opportunity. But if he is not bagging that opportunity, that is his mistake, not God's mistake. Yes, he is being a part of the community. But something good is happening. And unfortunately, especially this fisherman community and all, mostly Christianity is filling up. And Christianity is promoting non-veg. He is promoting non-veg. Nothing. There is only soul is for humans, only soul is there. Animals no soul, so we can eat.
So biryani is also new dharma. So
yeah.
Not Christianity.
Yeah. So
by taste, people are also.
Prabhuji, be lot of complication, Prabhu. Ideally, that is a scenario. If they are not ready, of course, if they hear this lecture or community, that fisherman community people, they might hate me. But that is, we are talking Shastra. Shastra is never. What, Mataji?
I'm saying on the day Ekadashi fasting.
Today Ekadashi fasting. Yogesh Prabhu is the.
We are discussing about fish meat.
For those communities, we are actually discussing.
Yes, Prabhuji. Ideally, Krishna has providing. Probably if there are no temples, at least from in this world, even if you are not doing work, Prabhu, everyone can get food, Prabhu. If the temples, churches or dargahs are not there, no, Prabhu, lot of people might have died, Prabhu. Lot of people might have. At least we are having, I'm not only talking about temples, even churches and all, they are providing food. It's not that non-veg khane khake apan jinda rehna hai. Right? So yes, I know it's a very sensitive, or I should say complex, this thing.
Association is important.
Yeah, association is very important. Very important. Okay, so let us do. Any other questions? Namaste Narasimhaya लीला प्रविष्टा ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रजगाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद His Divine Grace Śrīla A.C Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupāda की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रजगाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य श्रीला प्रभुपाद की प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन धाम की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की गंगा माई यमुना माई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की ट्रांसजेंडर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ट्रांसजेंडर प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की बृहद मृदंगा की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki all Aparna Sarovar residents ki Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Kalpa Punyavatandrajam Vishvaso Nevadayate Sharira Avidyajal Jode Priya Tahekal Jive Tere Vise Sagare Kara Madhye Divyati Lobho Maye Durmati Ake Deta Kadina Samsare Krishna Bado Gayo Maye Gori Mare Divyataye Swaprasad Navilo Bhaye Priya Namrita Kao Shri Radha Krishna Gun Gayo Premena Go Chaitanya-caritāmṛta Jai Nitāye Jai Nitāye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Shri Krishna Prasadam ki Ekadasi Prasadam ki Arjun Mahaprabhu ki Yeah, I think today,
Today cake cutting will do after half an hour, like after dinner
Prasad, no? Okay, so reverse engineering is being happened today. So today we are happy having prasadam first, then only cake. So leave some space in the stomach for